Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Kenzie Retro here. Welcome to the latest round of the XRL. We are here at the Circuit of the Americas. It's round 16 of this championship here in the X1. And joining me in the commentary box, as always, is the boss of the league himself, Mr. Cesar Lopez. Cesar, we've got a lot to unpack tonight.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about. Today is going to be, well, tonight for pretty much the majority of the league. It's been a crazy day so far. For me, it's just 11 o'clock a.m. and it's been crazy so far. So
yeah, and the incredible thing is, this dramatic season isn't over yet, but we're going to talk about that later on in qualifying. We'll quickly go through the lineup for tonight. We've got Ollie, Waldo, Frisbee, Jacob, Liam, Prudish Medal, Zola, Vertex, Abiti, Torpedo, Young Maneuver, JBL, Elton Starfish, Low, Hurricane, Ultimate, Truck Polos, and Gabo. Liam and Galbo are serving qualifying bans, so we're only going to be losing one more car from this first part of qualifying. Yellow flags at the end of Sector 1. That is one of the Alfa Romeos. That is Vertex, as Elfin Starfish is just coming around the last corner to finish the first lap of qualifying.
And we have just received the weather report. It's 16% chance on qualifying session number 1. But I don't know. It says in the qualifying one, it says 16%, and after 60 minutes, it's going to go for 82% chance of rain.
So we could end up with rain towards the end of qualifying, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. Right now, I see a little bit of the sun in the. It's still a little bit sunny. We see one or two clouds in the sky. Some clouds in the sky right now. But yeah, we might be watching a wet qualifying session, and also the race is going to be wet.
So we've got ourselves a wet race on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. That's just going to spice things up a little bit this evening. We are, of course, sponsored by the Driver 61 Sim Academy, ANSI 3D, and CD Keys. ANSI 3D are also the sponsor of our iRacing esports team. Our Formula 1 esports team were in action this weekend as well in the FGWC round robin portion of the competition. And although we got the win on the night, we haven't got official confirmation of the results yet, but it's unlikely that we've got the points required to advance to the knockout stages of the competition. But nevertheless, congratulations to the XRL esports team on their success on Friday night. Hurricane currently fastest ahead of his teammate Frisbee with a 1:31.987. Frisbee a 32.091. So let's have a quick look at the championship standings as Prudish Medal is coming down the DRS back straight towards the end of Sector 2. Frisbee at the top of the standings with 150 points. Sasha not racing this evening with 104 points. Ultimate has a chance of gaining second place in the championship with 100 points. Path, he hasn't been in action for a few weeks now, so it could be concerning. He might not be in action for the rest of the season to defend his title with 99 points. Nath with 73. Jay with 60. Hurricane with 56. Starfish with 55, as with Trap Polos, and Bullbeast with 54. Ultimate, top of the timesheets right now with a 31.6. In the Constructors Championship, you've got Alpine at the top of the standings as Prudish Medal comes through with a 32.846. McLaren second with 206. Mercedes with 190. Alfa Romeo 186. Ferrari 139. Haas 127. 107 for Williams. 103 for Red Bull. 80 from Aston Martin. And 70 for AlphaTauri. So that's how the constructors are looking at the moment. We've still got 8 rounds to go after this. The next round, which will be next week, is going to be the home turf of the Extreme Racing League. We are heading to Mexico next time out, which will be the last race before the Christmas break. And then after that, we will have just 7 races to go until the end of the season. And then, just like we did last year with our second season in F1 2020, we'll be having a shorter season where the drivers will get to choose what tracks we head to. And then the tracks will be randomized apart from apart from, I would assume, much like we did last season, apart from 2 particular days. The anniversary weekend, which will be in May, that is where we will be in Mexico. That will be guaranteed. And last season we had Brazil for the season finale, so I would imagine we will have something similar for next season, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yes. As you said, Mexico is going to be guaranteed for the anniversary weekend on May. And
yeah,
we're pretty much going to be keeping Brazil as the finale, as I think it should be the finale. I don't know. Abu Dhabi is a weird track for me. I don't think it should be the F1 finale. Like, for example, the last 7 years, or the last 6 years, that the championship was not decided on the last race. I understand that that Abu Dhabi was going to be the last race, but in a scenario like this season, that the championship is decided in the last race, I think Brazil will have been better.
Indeed.
Track.
Yeah, because for one, it's a fan favorite circuit, and 2, the drivers love it as well.
Yeah, and it's full of action. To be honest, there was not many action until the safety car.
Oh yeah, but like I said, we'll get into that we'll get into that shortly during Q2. Yeah. Abu Dhabi has been confirmed. They've got a new contract signed. They've confirmed that Abu Dhabi is going to be on the calendar until at least 2030.
Yes, it's going to be very interesting. I'm not. Is it confirmed that it's going to be like the last race or not? It's just in the calendar, right?
It's been confirmed that it's going to be on the calendar until at least 2030. But with the amount of money that Abu Dhabi are paying for the circuit, there's no doubt that they'll be lodging to keep themselves as the season finale. I mean, we might need another couple of seasons to warm to the new layout of the track.
That's true. The new layout, I think it was much better than.
Yeah.
It helped. It helped the racing, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. It does look a lot better compared to the previous layout, and as a result, the track was shortened, meaning we've got more laps at our disposal. 58 instead of the 55 we had previously.
Yep. 58 laps now. Nobody's going to forget this layout and today's race, I think.
Oh, absolutely. There is no denying, because I was because I actually did live reactions on my personal YouTube channel earlier today, and I said numerous times throughout the reactions, it felt like it was Brazil 2008 all over again. My hands have only just stopped shaking within the last hour after everything we witnessed.
Yeah, my wife and my baby were asleep. I was watching the race, and I was like, okay, there's no chance Max can catch Lewis in the track, you know.
And then
and then everything happened, and I jumped.
And then everything kicked off.
Yeah, I finished waking them up with my screaming, and jumping and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Gutted about Perez though.
Oh man, his defense. Did you see that? How do you do that with all
Oh
soft
man,
tires?
yeah. I say, look, that was very well played from Checo. I mean, Max Verstappen on the team radio. Checo is a legend. I mean, couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah,
And
he made Lewis lose 8 seconds in one lap.
Yeah,
That's crazy, man.
yeah.
That's crazy. That was a very good defending from him, and he
Especially with how old the tires were. They were like
Exactly.
22 laps old before he came into pit.
exactly with soft tires. So those tires were dead, and
Yeah.
Hamilton was on fresh
Fresh hards, yeah.
fresh hearts. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Crazy
Yeah.
race.
But
I was telling the guys in the chat earlier today. Imagine if Codemasters and EA make a race director slot for the races. So a guy can compete as a
no.
race director
Oh no.
in our races.
Oh man. Oh, if they did that.
Imagine.
Oh.
It's
The
a very
drama
difficult seat. It's a very difficult seat to fill, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You've got a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, and if anything goes wrong, it's your head they aim for.
Yeah, and everyone hates you by default.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
By default, everyone hates you. So,
Yeah. So if anything, I wouldn't want to be Michael Massey right now.
yeah, he's getting some stuff.
Yeah, he is getting a lot of heat his way. But again, we'll
I'm not sure
we'll
if
get
he's
into
going to
all of that very shortly.
stay. Yeah, I keep pushing the conversation to that, but I need to.
Yeah, we will get there. We will get there shortly. We've got about 4 minutes to go before the end of qualifying. We've got a few drivers that have retired from the session. They are happy with their times, and yeah. So we will be talking about it in Q2, Frisbee. Don't worry. Pretty sure 90% of the F1 community would do a better job than Massey. Yeah,
That's a very, I don't know, man. You know, I've been in the league management for a long time, and I've been criticized a lot by some decisions. I feel him. I feel his decision in some way.
Yeah, I mean,
but pretty much not only me, but pretty much the stewards in XRL and the admins have been questioned a lot about some decisions during the 5 seasons. But
yeah. But I'll say I've stewarded on a number of occasions, and there's no doubt that there would have been some heat aimed in our direction for the decisions that we made after the races in the incident reports. But at the end of the day, Stewart's decision's final, and if you want to appeal, by all means go ahead, but you do run the risk of getting a more severe penalty if the appeal is unsuccessful.
Yeah, be certain that we don't have like, let's ruin these guys' race now. We don't care about that, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have the time to think of that.
Yeah, exactly. We can't exactly do it in the heat of the moment.
Exactly. No, it's not possible. So yeah, I've been there also as a driver. I've been there. I remember when I was driving in another league, I got screwed by some. I thought I got screwed by some stewards. But to be honest, when I rewatched my incident after now years, I reviewed my videos. I found my videos, the videos I sent to some incidents in the league we were partnered with, Truck of the Devil. And to be honest, they were right. I was just angry with the situation, but I would have, if I see that incident, I would have ruled it the same.
Oh, I'll say I've been there numerous times.
Yeah, so it's really tricky.
Yeah, I've been there numerous times throughout my racing career. That I've been involved in a number of incidents Some I will put my hands up. Yes, I was at fault, and then others I'm just like, oh come on, seriously.
Yeah, and that will always happen, But
Yeah,
there are sometimes rules go, like massive bend the rules more than it can be possible. It's,
yeah,
I'm not sure. We were discussing earlier, but yeah, we'll save it for Q2. I'm
yeah,
just eager to get the chat going.
yeah. But that being said, though, we'll get this out of the way right now. Um, regardless of what happens with the Mercedes protests, for the time being, big congratulations to Max Verstappen on wrapping up his first drivers' championship. Oh, BC's gone. He's lost it on the main straight. He came out of the last corner, spun it, and that's it.
He lost.
That's him. He's gone. He's out of the race. He's out of qualifying, and he's left the session as well.
Oh.
So if Zola can improve on his lap time, he needs about 8/10. If he can improve on his lap time, he might be able to squeeze into Q2.
Oh, that's true. So it's about to finish sector 2. We'll see if he has a good delta there.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do. It is a fresh set of softs he's using to try and get into second part of qualifying. What is his delta? He's almost a second up.
Yeah, a second up.
He's almost a second up. It is doable here. It is doable that he can get into the second part of qualifying. Just one corner to go now. Oh, snap of oversteer there. Is that going to cost him? Round the last corner. What's he going to set? 33-1. He's done it.
Yep.
He's done it. Goes P13. Zola into Q2. Very well done there from Zola into Q2. BT, Liam, and Gabo out of Q1.
And I'm happy we have a Mexican representative now in the next one again.
There we go.
Gabo.
Yeah.
New Mexican driver in the league.
Yeah.
So who will tell the league is Mexican, but we are only like 3 or 4 Mexicans in it.
Yeah.
It's international.
Yeah, but yeah, absolutely. Because the thing with the XRL, yes, it was created in Mexico, hence why Mexico's their home race. We've got a myriad of people across the world. You've got people from France, Belgium, with Ollie. JBL has Chinese heritage, Frisbee Irish, and you've got a number of Brits in there as well.
Yeah, we've had people.
We've got Poland, Romania. We've got people from across the world representing their country in this league.
It's going to be interesting how he does. I'm happy to have him. Too many Brits. The Irish are scared.
The Irish are scared.
I'm eager. I'm excited for his performance in X1. I want to see what he can do in X1. I think he can make a very good result.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as promised, now we're into Q2. We have a race to unpack from Abu Dhabi.
Okay, we agree on something.
Yes.
Lewis did an amazing drive with the medium tires.
Hard to argue with that. He had a great start. That's the start that he needed to get the early advantage at the start of the race.
I've heard from the commentators. I don't know if this is true or not. I haven't checked it, but I heard from the commentators and the pit lane channel on F1 TV that today's reaction from Lewis Hamilton to the reaction to the lights out, it was the fastest of the year for him.
Whew. Yowzers.
I don't have the fact at hand, but I remember hearing that from the commentators in the pit lane channel from the F1 TV.
Wow. And And we have seen that Lewis starting a couple of places back on the grid in Abu Dhabi previously and storming off into the lead afterwards. We've seen it happen previously, and we saw it happen here today as well. But the biggest talking point that people are going to be, the biggest thing people are going to be talking about at the end of the day is how the race finished. That's the biggest talking point we're going to be taking away from not just tonight, but to sum up the entire season.
Exactly. And for that, we have
because it all kicked off with Latifi crashing out with a couple of corners to go on lap 53, lap 54, while battling Mick Schumacher. He spun it into the wall, and that brought out the safety car. And everyone was like, this has just leveled the playing field.
Yeah, that was the only chance Max had. If that didn't happen, it was not going to happen like at all.
Yeah. And I was just thinking to myself, just when we thought we didn't have enough drama this season.
Exactly. And as Kenzie said today, earlier today, it is not over yet.
Yes, because there have been, in Mercedes' eyes, a couple of sporting regulations that have been breached. One by the FIA and one by Max Verstappen. Because here we go. There it is.
Right
48.12 regarding the lapped cars under the safety car. There it is there.
Go for it.
It does state there that once the lapped cars have overtaken the safety car, they have to make their way back to the end of the queue at a reasonable speed, and then the safety car comes in the following lap.
Yeah, when I first saw this, I was like, okay, then the race should have ended on the safety car. But then I thought like, okay, let's find a hole or a loophole or something, and you get this
a loophole in the regulations.
Yeah, and you get this.
Yeah, unless the clerk of the course considers the presence of the safety car is still necessary. But then that also ties in with the end of that article. Unless the clerk of the course considers the presence of the safety car is still necessary, once the last lapped car has passed the leader, the safety car will return to the pits at the end of the following lap.
Yes, but this sentence is subject to this is the if, you know? Do you know what I mean? Like this is the if.
It's the first part. Unless they deem it still necessary.
Yeah.
But the other one to take into account.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The other one to take into account is 48.8, which is more against Max Verstappen.
Yeah, that can be tricky. Well, not tricky. That can help Lewis.
Yeah. No driver may overtake another car on the track, including the safety car, until he passes the safety car line. And you could actually see on the restart that Verstappen was borderline between right alongside and a couple of inches ahead of Lewis's car.
Yeah, they are like you said early. Even if it was 2 inches or 1 inch or millimeters,
yeah, it would still be classed as being ahead of Hamilton.
But will they push that button? Does the FIA has the guts for?
They will definitely have a look back at the footage.
Yeah, definitely. But do you think this is going to happen? Like, considering all the stuff that has happened, do you think this is going to be something? And knowing the FIA, do you think they are going to change their championship result right now?
Well, they might have their hand forced if Mercedes takes the next step and takes it to court because of the breach of regulations in their eyes by the FIA.
Oh, that's a good thing. That's a good point of view, to be honest. If they take it to court, it's going to be amazing. I want to see that.
So like I say, this isn't over yet, folks. This could still go on for the next couple of weeks. I mean, even Netflix for Drive to Survive could not script all of this.
Yeah, that's true. I was telling my wife, like, it was like a movie. It was like a movie because Max had no chance in all the race. He had zero chance in the race.
Yeah.
Zero chance. He was not going to catch him never. And then that happens.
Yeah, I'm calling it right now. This is going to be Rush 2.
Yeah.
Or maybe Rush 3, because Rush 2 could be Massa versus Hamilton.
Oh, that's true.
2008. but we'll let Hollywood take care of that. I've just noticed on the timing screens now. It's not the first time we've seen it, and it won't be the last. Ultimate and Frisbee have set the exact same time of a 1:31.664. And it's interesting that they're going to be starting on the soft tires.
Interesting choice for this track.
Which effectively means we could be looking at a two-stop here.
Yeah, definitely. Well, remember it's a wet race.
Oh, that's a valid point. So then, that's a valid point because it's a wet race. They'll be.
That's why they're starting. They
won't have any use for the medium tires.
Yeah, there's no real use for the medium tires. The race is going to be wet.
Yeah, Frisbee's saying mediums are really bad round here. Yeah, but so like I said, on my end, I didn't exactly have the best night at this track yesterday in the Dev League. Ended up with a 5-place grid penalty because of a collision with somebody who was on a hot lap, but I won't go into too much detail regarding that. I was more frustrated at myself regarding that. But then I end up spinning at the exact same corner in the race, and then boom, that was me out.
Oh, you crashed?
So yeah, yep, I was out of the race. Not my night round this track, but still onwards and upwards.
In another news, I've been really happy with the on iRacing, the Mercedes F1 team created with the iRacing team the Mercedes AMG W12. This year's car, they put it into iRacing.
That is really cool.
It's been reviewed by a lot of streamers and esports drivers.
I have actually seen that.
Yeah, the car has been reviewed by some tech guys, and they say it's been like the best car ever built in the sim racing community because it has the insights of the actual team that built it, in real life.
Yeah, and that's what you want when you're trying to recreate a car as accurately as possible. You want the insights from the team that actually made the car in real life.
Exactly, that's what you're looking for. If you get that, you get like the best car fidelity, the best fidelity you can get to the real life.
Yeah, definitely. But like I said at the like I was saying to Caesar off camera before we went live, my hands had only just stopped shaking within the last couple of hours, and I can only chalk that down to the adrenaline burnout, just trying to let everything settle down. But like I said earlier, big congratulations to Max Verstappen, and congratulations to Mercedes as well. 8 consecutive constructors titles.
Yeah, that is crazy, man. Like
Yeah,
they dominated the complete hybrid era, probably. Well, these new,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But now, there was, but of course, there were a few goodbyes shared throughout this weekend as well, and especially today. His Royal Boarness himself, Mr. Kimi Raikkonen, he sadly didn't finish the race, but he is now officially retired from Formula One. 2007 world champion, and also the most experienced driver in Formula One history with things like 349 race starts to his name. And Antonio Giovinazzi in his last race as well, he didn't finish either. And then you had George Russell with a couple of issues on his end as well. He didn't finish either, and that was his last race for Williams. But he'll definitely be relishing the opportunity to be battling at the front with Hamilton in that Mercedes next season.
yeah. That's going to be a fight. I'm looking for, because it might we're going to be watching like I think Russell is a great driver, but we don't know
Yeah,
his actual potential. You know?
yeah. I mean, he only had one race in Mercedes last season after Hamilton tested positive for COVID at the Sakir Grand Prix, which was the outer loop of that track last season, and he definitely showed he had a lot of potential, hanging, basically matching, and sometimes beating the pace of his teammate, teammate Bottas for that weekend
Oh yeah.
throughout the entire weekend. So he showed in that one race, he does have some potential. But like we said, we'll wait and see what happens when next season comes around with the new generation of cars. The cars are going to be heavier, 18-inch tires as well. I love what they had on the boards, the overhead boards around the track. Pirelli, next year I turn 18, and I thought
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, that was brilliant marketing. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love that. It's going. Have you seen this? The size difference. It's great. It's
yeah,
it's a lot of difference from 13 to 18.
yeah. It is a massive change because the tires they look like they're going to be a little bit thinner
Yeah,
compared to what we've seen previously. But like so the 18-inch tires, I believe the tire blankets are going to be gone as well.
oh really?
I'm pretty sure the tire blankets are going to be gone. There was all and then you've got more what is it? Then of course you've also got more uh, tighter regulations in regards to the time the teams can spend in the wind tunnel. There's gonna be tighter policing on the budget cap as well.
That's going to be very interesting. The budget cap.
Yeah,
Young Maneuver is right now in his hot lap, I believe, and Vertex. They are trying to get into Q3.
yes. Low is out, as is Zola and Torpedo. Torpedo couldn't get a lap time in at all. He had invalidated every single attempt he had. But Vertex about to cross the line first. What's he gonna do? He doesn't make it. Did Young Maneuver make it?
No,
He didn't either.
No.
Young Maneuver squeezing into P12, getting ahead of Vertex.
Young Maneuver that for me has been a very good, he has improved a lot since I know him. I
Yeah.
remember, I remember racing him, and I think it was Netherlands last season,
Yes.
and I still could fight him, but I don't think I could now.
Yeah. So anyway, your top 10 going into the pole position shootout: Ultimate Frisbee, Waldo Medal, Jacob, Hurricane, Starfish, Ollie, Trap Hollows, and JBL. Low, Young Maneuver, Vertix, Zola, and Torpedo all knocked out. And like I mentioned, Torpedo invalidating every single attempt he had at getting a lap time in. So he'll be a little bit disappointed with himself that he couldn't get a lap time in. But still, we've seen it numerous times throughout XRL history that anything can happen, and it usually does. I mean, especially with what happened in Singapore a couple of weeks ago.
Exactly.
And there it
there it
is. There it is. There's the rain we were talking about earlier. So I think everybody is going to be trying to get out on track ASAP to get a lap in. Meaning this could be their one and only shot at getting pole position. I've stated numerous times before that I'm one of these drivers that loves driving in the wet on this game. And I've even pulled off a few exceptional performances in wet weather conditions.
Drivers going out in the soft tires. Oh, Ultimate got kicked.
Oh no!
Oh, but he's still in the session.
We'll see if we can get him back in.
Try to get him back.
Where is he?
This is crucial because if drivers are going on softs, if this is going to be it's going to be a one lap qualifying session.
Yeah, effectively, yeah, one shot. Like I said, one shot to get a lap in.
I'm starting to see water there.
So you can actually see stand. Well, there it is. DRS disabled.
Oof.
And Zola's saying, yeah, I say this is intermediate conditions. There you go. DRS disabled. So everybody's going to have to come back in. Waldo and Trap Polos, they foresaw this coming and have gone out on intermediates. But as I was saying, oh, hello. Oh, some drivers have already started their hot laps. Oh my word. They are gonna be struggles. There's Frisbee there. He struggled to make it round turn 1.
Yeah. Oh,
there we go. Frisbee's gone spinning. Oh, and he almost collects his teammate. Goodness me.
That was close.
Yeah. So that's it. Like I'm saying, I've pulled off a couple of strong performances, both in XRL and elsewhere. So anyway, here's the replay. This is on board with Hurricane, and that's heading to turn 2.
Oh, look how
Frisbee
close.
goes spinning, and look how close that was. A few more inches, and that's it.
Both McLarens are Ryans and both just spun.
Wow. Well, but yeah. Well, I would say I've pulled off a couple of strong performances in wet weather conditions. A couple of them here in XRL and a couple of other performances elsewhere. So I'm going to bring up a couple of those performances. One being in Singapore, a season or two ago. Didn't have the best of qualifying performances, but when the race was wet, I was just storming through like there was no tomorrow. British Medal has gone spinning as well. That just shows how tricky these conditions are.
Yeah, exactly. These are not for slicks now. This is
No,
completely
no,
interesting.
absolutely. Yeah. Another one of my performances was on a Monday night league that I'm part of elsewhere, where dry qualifying, but I ended up managing to salvage a podium, and it was wet all the way through the race at Silverstone, my home turf, and I got a podium on home soil.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Still waiting for that elusive first win, though.
Oh man,
But that day,
it will
but
come.
that day will come.
Yeah.
That day will come. But yeah, I'll say I'm happy that I got my first Dev League podium in XRL a couple of weeks ago at Singapore.
Oh, that.
So yeah,
yeah.
so yeah, I'm pretty
You did
happy
P2,
with that.
Right? P2 at Singapore.
It was it was either P2 or P3. It was definitely a podium regardless.
It was
But
P2. It
yeah.
was P2. I remember I just did standings yesterday. Well,
yeah.
the day before. Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say, now that I've got official league podiums under my belt, a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight off my shoulders now that I've got those podiums under my belt. That next step is getting that elusive first win.
Yeah, I've never got a race win. Oh no, yeah, I won. Well, as a reserve, X3, France, season 2, I believe, or season 3.
Oh, that was way back when.
Yeah, when I was fast. I'm as slow as a snail right now.
Yeah, but
Phoebe saying in the chat that was so wet, and Sola is coming from a guy in softs. You don't say. Yeah, Frisbee, you were soft, man. What were you expecting?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ultimate ahead of his teammate Waldo, 44.3 compared to a 44.6.
But now Frisbee's on the intern, so he's probably one of the contenders for the pole position. He has one pole, I believe, the last 3 races.
There is that.
Something
yes.
like that. Ooh, he validated. Let's say VRS now.
Yeah, but it's showing that Frisbee is on an outlap at the moment.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So Ollie coming around the last corner now. What's he going to set? 44.8. That puts him 4th for the time being. So Jacob hasn't set a competitive lap time yet. Frisbee, British Medal, and Hurricane still on outlaps. We'll see what happens. Waldo couldn't quite improve on his lap.
Ryan is about to start his lap, so we can watch him.
Yeah, we're right on. So yeah, I'll go on board with him. See what he can pull out of the bag. So this circuit made its debut on the calendar back in 2012, and a few years ago, back in 2017, Michael Buffer had the honor of being there to do the driver introductions, as well as the most famous line in all of motorsport at the start of the formation lap, as Ultimate storms into the 1-minute 43s with a 7.64 at the end.
Ooh, that's a great lap.
Yeah, so Michael Buffer at the Circuit of the Americas back in 2017, drivers' introductions when they were coming out onto the grid, and then when the formation lap was about to get started, gentlemen, start your engines and let's get ready to rumble!
I love him, man.
So Michael Buffer is definitely up there. Oh! That's Waldo!
Oh, and
my
Paulus.
word! Goodness me, what happened there? But it's Waldo that's the main casualty.
Yeah, he got hit in the wall.
Oh, that is brutal. And Ollie has just managed to split the Alpines as a result.
Ryan's about to
Hurricane.
end his lap.
1 corner to go. Here he comes across the line. 45-2.
Now Prix coming to the last part of the sector 3.
Yeah, he's got a couple of corners to go now. Jacob still hasn't set a competitive lap time yet, but he is on a hot lap right now as we speak. Little wide on the exit there, but British Metal 45-4. That puts him just behind Hurricane. Here comes Frisbee, championship leader. Ultimate improves again, 43-7. Can Frisbee pull something out of the bag here? No, he can't. He only goes P2 to 43-9, but it's only enough for P2. Does he have enough for another lap?
I'm not sure. It has to be this one.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And this might be Jacob's only lap as well.
Frisbee has fastest sector number 1.
Oh, that could be crucial. So, did you say that was Frisbee fastest sector 1?
Yeah, Frisbee fastest sector 1.
Oh, this could be pivotal here. He's up, but
he's in the straight.
He's up, but not by much. Only 13 thousandths. Here comes Jacob round the last corner. He's got enough ERS for another lap, but does he have enough fuel? He goes 5th, ahead of Waldo, 44.629. Frisbee Ultimate has invalidated, so there's not... That's all he wrote. 43.7. Frisbee is up by a couple of hundredths, but he needs another couple of tenths in this final sector. He's going to have to give it everything he has to try and dethrone Ultimate on pole position. Ollie retires from the session. He's happy with his time. And Starfish improves on his lap time. Is Frisbee going to do it? Yes, he does! Right at the death! 43.6, right at the death!
This guy still surprises us.
He pulled it! He pulled the rabbit out of the hat on that one! Couple of hundredths he needed, and he managed to make up nearly 3 tenths. Again, that's all she wrote. Oh, wait, hang on. Don't discount Ultimate just yet, though. He did cross the line in time for one more lap. He's a few hundredths up.
Really?
Oh, he just invalidated. He's invalidated! So that's it! Frisbee on pole! Here comes Jacob. What can he pull out of the bag? $44.2, that puts him 4th, just behind his teammate. And Waldo, after that crash, has put him down to P7. What a dramatic end to qualifying here, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of a wet burnout there from Frisbee. He will be over the moon with that one. We've just been informed by Zola there's going to be a lobby restart. There have been people that have been disconnected from the session. Well, the lobby restart because the host got kicked, Ultimate being the host. So we'll need to do a lobby restart for that. Let's just recap the top 10 for you guys. We've got Frisbee at the top of the standings. Then you've got Ultimate, Starfish. You've got a Brit sandwiched in between two Irishmen. And then you've got Jacob, Prudish Medal, Ollie, Waldo, Trap Paulos, Ryan Hurricane, and JBL. That is your top 10. And it's going to be full wet, so it's going to be a wet race all the way to the checkered flag, according to Zola. So while he is while he's getting the lobby set back up, we'll give you some time to get a word from our sponsors, and I'll be back in a couple of ticks.
Are you looking for a more realistic F1 feel in your sim racing? ANSI 3D is the solution for you. ANSI 3D is a 3D printing company based in the United States. We sell F1 style wheels for Logitech G29, G920, and the G923 wheel set, with all wheels including high quality real suede fabric on the handles for maximum comfort. All wheels can be fully customized by picking your own colors for the handles and buttons. Also, you get to select a free logo of your choice to be printed on your wheel. We also have all Formula One 3D printed tracks available for sale on our website. For more information or to place your order now, log on to our website at www.ansi3d.com. That's ANSE3D.com. Don't delay, check us out today.
And remember, we also have. Oh, nope, not this. This. Remember, we also have Driver 61 as one of our sponsors, as you just heard. ANSI 3D. ANSI 3D is our main sponsor. We also have Driver 61. It's a huge sponsor for us. It's been helping us with some stuff, with some credits, and we will have a Christmas giveaway regarding Driver 61 that will be announced on the next race in Mexico. Sim Racing Academy. You can get to sra.driver61.com, and you will see everything here that you can get some of these subscriptions that where you get some credits. And to show you guys how to use this, let me check my 61. I hope there's no let me see if I can get in. Yep, I got in. My youth account. Here you can how to join a class, for example. Book your session. Where are the sessions? I remember where. Let me find it. 1 second. Well, you were in one of the sessions, Kenzie.
Yes, I was.
Oh, here it is. For example, sample iRacing. We have also F1. I don't know where is F1, but we'll show you. For example, 20 credits for a racecraft class in iRacing. 20 credits is really cheap. 50 credits for a large group training. That's 5 students. You can just go here and click on the date you want, the time you want, and you click book now, and they will give you access to For example, if you want a one-on-one training for 30 minutes, it costs 140. So, for example, here F1 related, you have a one-on-one training on F1 or a 5-student group. So you can get there and get your trainings to get to improve your sim racing. Let me just get into the lobby real quick before going into the city keys.
Yes, and that's where I come into play. So yeah, I hope you guys managed to get a couple of bargains in the Black Friday sale this week. Well, last week, back to the regular schedule of daily deals and my recommendation of the week. So the top 5 daily deals we have this week for you are 93% off The Sims 4 on PC. There's 34% off Forza Horizon 5, which won the best sports racing game at the Game Awards earlier this week. So big congratulations to Forza. And it also won Innovation in Accessibility at the same ceremony as well. So, like I say, big congratulations to Forza Horizon 5 on that. And Halo Infinite at number 3 with 29% off. It just came out. The single player just came out this week. Yeah, and I'm actually going through all the Halo games right now to get ready for playing Halo Infinite. Then you've got Farming Simulator 22, 34% off that. And this one's a pre-order, but it is the number 1 daily deal today. Rainbow Six Extraction, the latest in Tom Clancy's long-running franchise. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction, 57% off on CD keys right now.
That's a great deal for a pre-order.
For a pre-order, yeah, 57% off. $23.99 in UK money here. But my recommendation for this week, tying into Halo Infinite, I'm recommending to you guys the Master Chief Collection. Now this is a full remaster of the Halo games that have come out previously. Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo ODST, Halo 4, and Halo Reach as well. Halo Reach is the prequel to Halo Combat Evolved. It is the flagship franchise for Xbox and Microsoft, and it is without a doubt one of the most successful as well. Originally created by Bungie and then taken over by 343 Industries. We also have Halo 5, part of the franchise as well, and now Halo Infinite, the first Halo game to be on Series X and Series S consoles as well. But like I said, you've got Reach, Combat Evolved, 2, 3, ODST, and Halo 4. You've got 6 games in this collection, as well as all the multiplayer maps as well. So if you're wanting to get something to keep you going, to get ready for playing Halo Infinite when the time comes, Master Chief Collection is a fantastic place to start.
I've heard about this Halo Infinite game. Some good stuff. I've heard some good stuff about this. Okay, I believe the.
So yeah, and you can see how wet it is right now.
Oof, yeah, it's really, really wet. This is the rain. This is full wet?
Yeah.
Probably,
yeah,
right?
Full wet. Full wet, so it's going to be full wet tires as well.
Good luck to everyone.
I'll double check. Yeah, everyone on full wet. So we'll just quickly run through the grid. Sasha's in. Welcome along, Sasha. Hope you're doing well. So there's the grid. Frisbee and Ultimate on the front row. Then you've got Starfish and Jacob Williams and all Williams second row. British Medal in the AlphaTauri. Ollie in the Aston Martin. And then you've got Waldo, who crashed early on in Q3. He's got Trap Paulus alongside him on row 4. And then Hurricane and JBL rounding up the top 10. Then you've got Low and Young Maneuver, Vertix, and Zola. And then you've got Torpedo. Couldn't get a lap time in Q2 because he kept invalidating at every opportunity. Then you've got Abiti, Liam, and Gabo. Abiti was the only driver in Q1 to set a lap time and get eliminated. Liam and Gabo were serving qualifying bans.
Yes, it's going to be interesting what they can do for this start of the race. It's going to be very, very interesting.
Indeed.
We're just waiting for the confirmation from the race director itself.
Yeah.
We go at 6. It's going to be 2 more minutes.
Yep. 18:07 UK time, so we've still got a couple of minutes to wait. So hard to pick a highlight from this season because there's been that many.
On Real F1 or
yeah, I say it's hard to pick a highlight from this season because it's been without a doubt one of the best seasons we've had in quite a while.
Yeah, it helped a lot. This season helped a lot the F1 fan base because if people were continued to watch the Mercedes and Hamilton dominance like every year, it would have turned boring for the new F1 fans that were created by Drive to Survive.
Yeah.
So this brought a lot of life to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And just the less said about the fiasco in Belgium, the better.
that fiasco ruined the Russia Grand Prix. Remember? We haven't raced in Russia since because of that.
Yeah. So we can't fit Russia onto the calendar now.
Yeah, we cannot fit it, but we'll see. I don't think we're going to be racing Russia, but we'll see. And we're about to go. Should be any time. I forgot to know that was before today. That was a fantastic result for him. Okay, it should be. There's the countdown, right?
Yep, that's it. Here we go.
Frisbee saying in the chat, "Elfin gonna kill me or ultimate." Elfin gonna kill him. So.
We'll wait and see how that happens.
I leave you to the lights out. As always.
Yep. Here we go. You guys know what time it is. Here come the lights. It's lights out and it's race time here at the Circuit of the Americas. A very wet race here today, but a very good start there from Ultimate. It looks like he's going to take the lead heading into turn 1. It's almost 3 wide and the 2 championship contenders make contact, but the Ultimate has just got himself ahead, and so has Starfish. Frisbee has dropped down to third. A nightmare start for him. Jacob Trapolos doing very well as well, and you've got Hurricane keeping contact with the top 10. Abiti getting himself ahead of Zola, but Ultimate, the main hero, he has got himself ahead at the start of the race. What a start!
Yeah, this was a very
You've
good
got
result.
Ollie. Ollie and Waldo battling over 6th place. Waldo's had a good start. He managed to get ahead. Here comes JBL, though, battling the Aston Martin. 2 Mercedes-powered engines going head-to-head. But who's going to have the advantage heading into the hairpin? Onto the back straight. It is JBL, and he storms away. Says, see you later, Ollie.
Oh, it's good to be.
British Meadow getting himself ahead of Hurricane, meanwhile. And of course, with how wet this is, there is going to be no DRS at all during the entire race. BT getting himself ahead of Hurricane. Hurricane's not had the best of starts. Gabo making up another couple of positions off the start. He's up to P16. Liam getting himself ahead again. What on earth has happened to Hurricane? He hasn't had... He's had a nightmare start. What on earth has happened to him?
Did he lost his front wing or something? No, he doesn't. He hasn't lost the front wing.
He's just had a really bad start. JBL still battling with Waldo, but Waldo dropping another position. Ollie getting himself back ahead.
Ooh,
And here comes Low. And Waldo almost losing the back end there. And now he's dropping positions. Ultimate leads. Starfish 2nd, Frisbee 3rd, Jacob 4th, Trapolos 5th, JBL 6th, Ollie 7th, Low 8th, Young Maneuver 9th, and British Metal rounding up the top 10. And as I say that, Metal getting himself ahead of Young Maneuver into P9. Waldo getting himself into the top 10. Young Maneuver has dropped a couple of positions. Just shows how treacherous these conditions can be. No first lap front wing change. I will say driving standards on the first lap have definitely improved a lot here in X1. And now, Waldo's gone. Waldo lost it. Waldo lost it on the same corner I did yesterday. That's a full safety car.
Oof.
That's the same corner. It's the same corner I DNF'd at last night. There we go. First retirement of the night.
This is a very tricky track because even in the dry, you can spin by applying too much power. It's very easy to spin in the exits of the turn. So imagine in these wet conditions, it's terrible.
Indeed, as I was about to say, with these wet conditions, it just makes it all the harder to be able to keep control in these conditions. I mean, it's a tricky enough circuit as it is, but adding rain to the mix, it just makes it 10 times harder.
Yeah. Ooh, Sasha saying in the chat, ooh, Mexico next week, I'm going to win it for Lopez. Man, do that, and I will be very happy.
Yeah.
We're going to have a giveaway on next week, so...
Yeah,
maybe for someone who wins the race.
Yeah, just in time for Christmas. So an early Christmas present to you guys from us here in the XRL.
And we have what is it the Mercedes safety car? Yeah, I think it's the Mercedes one, right? Or is it the Aston Martin one?
Yeah, it's the Mercedes.
Yeah, it's the Mercedes safety car.
Yeah, because we've got two safety cars here. We've got the Mercedes, and we've got the Aston Martin as well.
Yeah. Gabo so far one of the best of the bigger winners of the position changes. I believe it has been the biggest. Yeah, beside Abiti, they both.
Yeah, Abiti and Gabo, biggest winners off the start from the first lap. JBL doing well. He's gained 4 positions off the start. Trap Hollows, Low, both gaining 3 the biggest losers, Liam staying as is. The biggest loser was British Metal losing 4 places off the start, and you've got Hurricane and Vertex losing 3. And then Frisbee losing 2 positions. He's dropped down to 3rd from the race lead.
And it's been a very clean race since the start. This safety car we're in, it was not. I believe it was not contact, right? It was just spin.
I don't believe it was. I don't believe it was. I just saw his name flash up on the screen saying retired from the session.
Oh, okay. Oh, Sasha going for the big guns. Oh, giveaway. You can give it to Frisbee so he won't be mad that he'll lose the championship to me.
Ooh. To take a page out of Eggman's playbook from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie from last year. Confidence, a full substitute for intelligence. But I'm really looking forward to the Sonic sequel coming out next year. Just 2 days after my birthday, no less. And we actually got the trailer for the new Sonic movie at the Game Awards as well, and we got to see an improved design of Tails compared to the credit scene at the end of the first film. And we actually got to see Knuckles as well for the first time, and he looks absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to see it when it comes out. You can be rest assured that it's definitely going to be up there as one of my top 10 most anticipated films of 2022 when I get that list made on my personal YouTube channel, because normally at the end of the year into the beginning of the next year, I have a mini series of top 10s, top 10 films of the year, top 10 games of the year, and then top 10 most anticipated movies and most anticipated games of the following year. After that,
you're missing most anticipated series too, because I have one in my mind that I have 2 in my mind that I'm anticipating a lot. I have the Last of Us TV series. And the Lord of the Rings series.
That's it. The Last of Us TV series, and you've got Pedro Pascal, I believe his name is, playing Joel. Pedro was also in Game of Thrones, and the fact that this series is being done by HBO, so you know there's going to be some top quality in there.
Exactly. And the Lord of the Rings series, it's made by.
Yes, that's going to be on Amazon Prime. Yeah. But nevertheless, here we go.
It's race time.
Here we go. Yep, we're back underway. Had a few laps under the safety car after Waldo's DNF. And Frisbee almost lost it! Oh my word! Put a bit too much power down on the exit of the final corner, and he's dropped another couple of positions as a result. Oh, it's all falling apart so quickly for him. But I don't think he's done yet. He's a man on a mission. He's back up into 3rd for the time being. But Trapolo's not giving up that position that easily into the S's. Who's going to yield? Still side by side. Trap has to yield. Frisbee back into 3rd.
Nothing happened.
Oh.
Sasha saying in the chat, Frisbee definitely feels the pressure.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling it. And Abiti's gone spinning as well. Abiti's gone spinning, and he is right down the back of the field.
Gabo now P12.
Yeah, another testament to how difficult these conditions are. British Metal with the first time penalty of the day.
Paulus is going to attack Frisbee. Is he going for the? Oh, he goes for the late braking. He looks up.
He licks the stamp, tries to send it, but Frisbee slams the door. No room at the inn. And Frisbee maintains 3rd for the time being.
Oh, contact. Abiti retired. He DNF'd. Safety car.
Oh!
Virtual safety car.
It's a virtual.
Safety car, full safety car.
It's gone to a full safety car. What on earth happened there? So BAT's gone. What on earth happened to him? Wait up. So what on earth happened to a BT? That is a real shame. So that's an Alpine and a Haas out of this race. That's our second. Sasha trying to give Frisbee a bit of reassurance. Everything is going to be fine. Just some deep breaths. You can relax for another few laps. And don't forget, folks, if you didn't get a chance to watch the race live on Twitch, you can watch it. You can watch it afterwards once the race goes live on. Once the race goes onto our YouTube channel. Oh wait, hang on. What's happened to Trapolos? What's happened to Trapolos? Oh my word! What's happened to Trapolos? He's plummeting down the order. Trapolos has lost his front wing. Gabo with a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. That's a real shame for Trap Palos. That is huge. He will need to be careful when trying to catch up now, though. Here we go, safety car in this lap. So here we go, we're back underway now. Lap 9 of 28, we're back underway. For us to be a much better start this time. But everyone is as you were. Clean restart from everybody. And another virtual safety car. What happened this time? Everyone's staying as is. There's been a lot of penalties that have been picking up now. A few 5-second penalties. Paul's looking like he's got 2 5-second penalties. Ultimate with the fastest lap of the race so far. What on earth happened to Frisbee, though? This could be crucial for the championship. Sasha saying that he failed under the pressure again. Oh dear. Ultimate, another fastest lap. Oh, yellow flags. And that is for Trappolos this time, and he's lost his front wing again! Just when he thought his day couldn't get any worse. There he is, serving one of his penalties. Lowe's had to come in as well. Is that a front wing change? It is! Jacob, meanwhile, trying to work out how to get past JBL. He's trying, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Ultimate, another fastest lap. Jacob coming in. That's interesting. And that's put JBL... That allows JBL to keep third place for the time being. Hurricane in as well. Zola there. 3-second penalty. And Gabo comes in. Intermediates for Hurricane. That's interesting. Was that the right decision, though? I don't think it was. I don't think that was the right decision. He's having to take it a lot more slowly. I mean, it doesn't look like he's losing ground, but at the same time, he's... An ultimate. Oh, that could be crucial for the race result. That could be crucial. He's just picked up a time penalty for track limits. That could be crucial. Ultimates quickly managed to mitigate that that track limits. He's managed to mitigate the track limits, and as a result, he'll still have enough in hand to keep the race win, despite the time penalty. Lowe just picks one up as I say that. Frisbee back up into P5 after his stop. He will definitely be wanting to ensure that that gap is as small as possible to try and minimize the damage that's being done to his championship lead. And as I say that, Ultimate gets another fastest lap of the race. It's like, yeah. So Hurricane definitely looks like he is struggling on those intermediates. He's losing so much time. Frisbee, as I say that, gets the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, I think Hurricane... Yeah, I think Hurricane made a bad call going for the intermediates.
The weather report said it was going to be going for a light rain, but maybe like 5 minutes before the end of the race. That was too soon. The rain is storming.
Yeah, it's still too heavy for intermediates. I don't
Ollie's
see...
in the back of Young Maneuver right now.
This could be crucial. If he had DRS to hand, he could use that to get ahead without much difficulty.
Yeah, Young Maneuver in the interns. That's what he's paying. He's paying the price for putting on the. Oh no, he's in the woods.
He's paying the price for Hurricane's paying the price for putting those inters on too soon.
Yeah. Ollie just got past junk maneuver.
Vertex with a time penalty. Battling with Jacob for P8. Jacob trying to go around the inside. They made contact, but I think Jacob makes the move stick. Indeed he does.
Starfish is 1 second from one and a half second from getting the win, because Ultimate has a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, because Ultimate with his pace, he's been able to mitigate that penalty, and he's continuing to build that gap.
Gabo is in P11. He wants the points. He wants Torpedo. He's right now in the points. Torpedo has a 3-second time penalty, but he wants the position on track.
As it stands, yes.
Gabo is trying to go for the overtake. He's going to be trying it here in the straight, in the main straight. The back straight, I mean.
See what he can pull off. He does have the ERS, but so does Torpedo. But Gabo has the advantage of the slipstream. Is he going to make the move stick? Torpedo.
Oh, great defense from Torpedo.
Torpedo not making it easy.
Oh, Gabo going for the inside. Oh.
I think he's got it. But Torpedo better traction out of the corner.
Oh, both drivers giving their speed.
And they are still side by side heading into penultimate corner. Torpedo goes wide and Gabo's done it. Gabo's in the top 10.
Oof. Man, that battle was crazy.
Side by side through a very tough technical section of the track. Let's have a look at it again.
Side by side. It's crazy.
Very, very well played there from Gabo. He'll be very happy that he's in the top 10 now on track. Got 10 laps to go after this.
13-second gap, so yeah, that's probably not going to be. Well, it's 10 laps.
It might not be enough to get P9 for the time being. But in saying that, though, the rain is starting to ease up. Maybe it's time. Maybe it is time to go on to the intermediates. I mean, Hurricane was banking on the intermediates working at some point during the race. He went on them a bit earlier than most would have expected. But the gap still isn't closing. It's still growing. So you got to think, when is the right time to go on to those intermediates?
When I was racing in X1 or Dev or X3, that was like the decision more difficult I could make into racing. I never nailed it. I never said, oh, I took the gamble and nailed my strategy. I always got the bad decision there.
Chat Pulse with another time penalty meanwhile. still got a few laps to go here. Jacob's still trying to work out how to get past Young Maneuver for P7. Here he goes. Still side by side. Jacob's going to have the advantage of the inside line heading into this next corner. They're still side by side. Young Maneuver doing well to keep with him. But now it's going to be Young Maneuver's advantage heading into this corner. And they're still side by side. Jacob keeping distance with the outside. But now, here we go. Surely, this one's for keeps now. No, it isn't. They're still side by side. This is brilliant.
Great racing from both
This
sides.
is the racing, and they're still side by side heading into the penultimate corner. What do you gotta do to separate these two? Young Maneuver looks like he might have just... Oh, snap of oversteer from Jacob out of the last corner, and that's it. Young Maneuver, for the time being, keeps P7.
And Vertex is right there, right behind them. He has a time
Vertex
penalty,
see... Yeah, Vertex seeing this, he wants a piece of the action. There's a couple of things to bear in mind as well. You've got Ultimate, Starfish, JBL, Prudish Metal, Ollie, Young Maneuver, and Torpedo all yet to pit. They've all yet to stop. Is it going to be dry? Is it going to be dry enough to go on to intermediates, or are they going to be sticking with the full wets? And as I say that, Zola first of the... Zola taking the gamble.
It looks a little bit drier, like maybe for interest.
There isn't as much standing water compared to earlier in the race.
Oh.
And that's a safety. Oh, Trap Powers is gone! And that's a virtual safety car into a full safety car! Oh!
This could play well for Zola.
Oh, Zola will be Zola will have a nice big Cheshire Cat grin on his face, thinking, yes! Perfect timing for the stop. Everyone else will surely be following suit. Indeed, they are. Ultimate, Starfish, JBL, Frisbee, Prudish Metal. Everyone is going to be coming in for intermediates.
Laps to go.
No, JBL goes for wets. JBL sticking with wets. That's interesting.
Wow, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is going to affect JVL. He might lose the podium there.
Yeah, that is a possibility. You got Gabo. Meanwhile, he's elected to stay out. He's in P6. Torpedo, Liam, Hurricane, Low, all in. Fresh set of inters for all of them. Because it's interesting that Gabo elected to stay out. And JBL electing to stay on the wets. But the crucial thing is, taking Ultimate's penalty into account, it's brought Frisbee right back into contention for potential race win.
Yeah. Gabo and Gabo deciding to stay for the track position. We've seen today, earlier today, that staying for the track position is not always the best option.
Especially with changeable conditions.
Yeah.
So on lap 22 of 28, we've had a few retirements. Waldo, Abiti, and Trout Paulos, both Haas drivers out of the race. No points for Haas today. Well, and Gabbo's actually swallowed his pride. He has actually come into pit, and he's gone for a fresh set of wets as well.
Oh, that's true. A new set of wets.
Yeah. So
Gabbo.
JBL and Gabbo both electing to go for another set of wets compared to everybody else around them being on intermediates.
And considering the time penalties, maybe Gabbo didn't lose a lot because he was P6.
He's going to lose a lot of time now because he's coming back in.
Oh no!
Is it a front wing change? No, he's gone for intermediates.
Oh.
Maybe the Red Bull team missed.
Yeah.
Had a slight bit of miscommunication on the strategy.
Yeah, there was a pit stop failure there. The pit crew didn't put the correct tires there. Oh, that's unlucky for Gabbo. He was doing a fantastic job. He was P6 then.
Indeed.
This acted very well for Jung Maneuver. He had safety car again.
No, safety car still hasn't come in.
Oh, I thought it was in already. I was saying, Jung Maneuver, this safety car paid well for him because he had a 8-second time penalty, and the gap behind him was he lost that 5-second in the pit stop. So he now has a 3-second only. So he's pretty much leveled with everyone else. Jacob lost it.
Oh!
In the safety car.
What? That's twice we've seen that happen today.
Safety car is in.
And Jacob having to come in. There'll be a front wing change. We're back underway. 5 laps to go. It's a 5-lap sprint to the finish now. as it stands, with penalties taken into account, it will be Starfish that takes the race win.
Yes, this played very well for him because remember he had a 4-second gap between him and Ultimate. Now
Indeed.
He's within.
Now there's less than a second.
Yeah.
There we go, 3 wide. 3 wide into that hairpin onto the back straight. And JBL losing 2 positions just like that. He will be furious with himself. He'll be thinking, why did I go for wets when I could have gone for inters?
Yeah, he's not getting the grip.
Yeah, JBL. Yeah. That is really disappointing there. Oh, yeah, look at that. There he goes. Plummeted down the order. He's actually gone spinning. Oh, that's a nightmare. That's the last thing he needed. British medal and Ollie, meanwhile, battling for 4th place. And Ollie gets ahead.
JBL lost the podium there.
He lost a very surefire podium there. Ultimate fastest lap of the race. Frisbee in a podium position as it stands.
No. Ollie. Frisbee has a penalty.
Yeah, taking the penalty into account.
Yeah.
Taking into account, Frisbee still has the penalty. Still has the podium for the time being. Ollie needs to get within at least 3. Ollie needs to get in within 3 seconds to have any chance of stealing that podium away from him.
That's true.
Zola with another time penalty there. Crucial thing to take into account with Starfish is that he has no warnings at all throughout the race so far.
That talks about him as a driver. He stays in track.
Absolutely.
Three more laps to go.
And that gap between Frisbee and Ollie still growing. Hurricane and Torpedo battling for the last couple of points. But Gabo getting himself back into the top 10. And I don't think he's done yet. He's got Torpedo ahead of him. He's going for it. He's got the advantage heading into the next corner. Here comes Hurricane. Oh! Almost contact. But Gabo into P9. And he's not finished yet. He's got Liam in his sights.
Gabo with no time penalties also.
Very true. Sasha wondering how is Frisbee P3? Simply put, strong recovery drive. Gabo now within that 3-second window of. Yeah, he's within that 3-second window of Liam and Vertix, so he could jump up to P7 on countback if he plays his cards right here. Ultimate, another fastest lap heading into the penultimate lap of the race. Liam, another 3-second penalty. That all but guarantees P8 for Gabo, but can he get up as high as P7?
Gabo wants the position in track.
Yeah, he'll want the position on track, but if he can get another couple of positions on countback, here he goes, outside of turn 1. This is going to be very brave if he pulls this one off, but Liam shuts the door on him. Liam doing well to defend as hard as he can. The penultimate lap, we're still not finished yet. .2 seconds between Ultimate and Starfish. Ultimate will want to try and get back above 3 seconds, but that's the last thing Ultimate needed. He may have just cost himself the win with that. He may have just cost himself the win.
Yeah,
that's now 6 seconds of penalties. Starfish, as it stands, will take the win, and Frisbee will be promoted potentially to P2 if he can get within 3 seconds of Ultimate. It is 3.1 at the moment, as we head onto the last lap of the race. The two Irishmen holding station in second and third at the moment.
If this stays the same, Gabo can get P6.
That is very true. That is very true. He could. What a result that would be for Gabo. What a momentum boost it would be heading into his home race next week. The gap's 3.3 between Ultimate and Frisbee. If Frisbee can get within 3 seconds of Ultimate, he'll extend his championship lead. But it doesn't look like it's happening at the moment because Starfish holding station. He knows that win is safe in the bag. But we're going to head to Ultimate now. He's got a couple of corners to go. There's a lot happening in the midfield, but Ultimate about to cross the line now. He's going to take the race at the checkered flag, but he's not going to keep the win because that honor will go to Starfish. Frisbee, not enough. Not enough for Frisbee. He keeps P3, Ollie P4. Now, what's going to happen here with this midfield battle? British into... Oh, goodness gracious! What on earth? And Gabo! P5!
Great result from Gabo.
Unbelievable! At the expense of having a very, very wrecked car. That collision with Brutish Metal. But that being said, Gabo, who served a qualifying ban, started last, and he finishes P5.
Would you say driver of the day, or would you give it to Elfin Starfish? He drove a fantastic Elfin Starfish. Did what was expected.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, right.
That is a very tough one, but I'm gonna give it to Starfish today, because he managed to keep the pressure on Ultimate throughout the tail end of that race, causing him to pick up that second penalty and guaranteeing the win in the bag.
Yeah, I'm going to give it also to... Oh, Goldmasters gives it to Gabo. Congratulations. I give it also to Wealthy Starfish. I think Gabo has showed us today what he's capable of.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, that 5th place for him today will be a huge momentum boost heading into Mexico next week.
And we will be listening to the Irish
National Anthem.
Of Antonio.
Now the national anthem of Ireland Republic. Anthem of Ireland Republic.
이어서 아일랜드 공화국회의 국가 연주가 있겠습니다.
And big congratulations to Elton Starfish for that on that incredible performance. A great race win for him. Frisbee losing a bit of ground in the championship. Ultimate closing by a couple of points this evening. But again, congratulations to Starfish on a phenomenal race win. Gabo, great performance from him today as well. We'll see what momentum that gives him heading into his home race next week in Mexico. But that's it for tonight's X1 coverage. We'll be back in just under an hour's time for the X2 race at this track, and that will conclude this weekend's XRL coverage. And then next week will be the last race of 2021 before we head on to our Christmas break as we head to Mexico, and then Christmas break after that. And all that's left to say is thanks very much for watching, guys. Caesar, once again, thanks for joining me on their commentary tonight. It's been another action-packed race to add to the history books.
Thank you very much, Kenzie. It's always a pleasure. And guys, we will see you next weekend. Thank you very much, everyone.
Indeed. And good night.
Well, good night for Europeans. Good day for Americans.